Welcome to springtime in Leaside. There's nowhere nicer than Leaside come spring, but this year it's opening a little late. In fact, thanks to COVID-19 and the pandemic, this normally bustling strip has been troubled by the closures. There's many local clothing shops, but for the very first time in over 2 months, they've opened their doors once again.
Most of our designers are Canadian. We try and keep Canadian because we are Canadian. We're all storefront, so this is why we're starting to reopen very slowly. The owner has supplied us all with gloves. We do have shields, we have masks, we have sanitizers. I mean, that's the best thing we can do right now. I offer them sanitizer. As soon as somebody touches the door, I will come and clean it. Hangers, anything that they try on, which, as I say, we've only been open since 10, so it's been very quiet. Something. So I'm limiting it to 2 people in the store at one time or by appointment. I think there's still a lot of fear. I think a lot of people are still concerned. I had a few browsers in this morning, and it's going to take a while for things to get back to normal, whatever the normal really is.
Oh, just a spring blouse top.
And how did it feel to be able to go back in the store?
It's interesting. It's going to take some time to get used to the transition. It's only been 2-3 months, and yet it feels like longer. But we want to support our local people. I live in the area, and I think it's been really tough on them. We do the same with trying to order from local restaurants as well. Yeah, I don't need a blouse, really. Like, realistically, you don't. But I definitely want to support my local people and just let them know that we're here for them and, try and keep things going. I think being super cautious, the one thing I don't want to see happen is people thinking, oh, everything's open now, we can just go back to normal. I don't think we'll ever go back to normal.
We're just opening up slower, really. So we're opening up by appointment, so people can contact us, and we'll open up for kind of a private shopping experience.
And how long are you going to do that for?
Till we get more information, until cases go down, and until we feel it's a little safer, and everybody else feels a little safer. We're going to take our time a little bit. The wolves are at the door for sure. Yeah.
All right.
We've got rent to pay, and it's difficult when you don't have any income coming in. You're not generating any sales. But our landlord's been, kind enough to go along with the government program and pay. We're paying 25% right now, and the government's hopefully topping it up.
You've been closed. It's been just murder on travel, COVID. Tell us about that.
Everybody's canceling. Nobody booking. No rebooking, no nothing.
And so, but the reopening today, what are you up to?
Canceling.
There's nothing happening?
Nothing.
No customers?
No customers.
So people aren't going to fly, people aren't going to go to resorts?
Maybe, but people are too scared to go anywhere right now. But at least not for 6 months, I don't think anything will come back. I don't think for a very long time. This won't come back for a very long time. I don't think so.
Yeah, well, it's a mixed feeling on my part because I'm also noticing that people getting tired, and there's a lot of people not really social distancing and a lot of people with no masks on. So while I'm happy to see it open again, I think what you're seeing here is people just getting bored with all of this. And my notion was there was a construction crew out there with a big sign saying we all social distance. They were all standing closer than we are right now. So I'm not sure how much of it is just people getting tired of the whole thing.
And that's dangerous.
Very. I think it's very dangerous, yeah.
And you can tell by talking to both the merchants and also the customers that they really love their area, and they're very cautiously opening up. Now, most people have been very complimentary, whether it's Prime Minister Trudeau or Mayor Tory, obviously Premier Ford. But the reality is that rents need to be paid, and people have to have jobs for areas like this to continue. So time will tell whether it's a travel agency or whether it's a clothing shop, how it will all work out. But it began today. Spring started today. With Stan Hall out in the field during the pandemic, Joe Warmington for the Toronto Sun.
Figured Rome wasn't built in a day, so it'll take a while for people to adjust.